Hey folks, welcome you all to a new video. This is CA Ganesh Bharadwaj. Now, in this video, I am going to share with you all the one day before exam strategy for paper 8 cost accounting CMA intermediate exams. Right? Now, I'm recording this video on the 16th of June, right? And tomorrow, 17th of June, is your cost accounting paper. Right, guys? Now in this video, I am going to prove to you all as to how easy it is to actually score really well in your tomorrow's cost accounting paper. No shortcuts, nothing of that sort. It's very simple, and I am going to tell you hour-wise which chapter you need to first revise and totally how many hours it takes to crack the overall paper, not just cracking the paper, scoring really good marks. Are you clear with this, guys? Now you will not believe, guys. You will just not believe this. Now, it only takes 7 hours to score a total of 70 marks. I mean, in terms of coverage, it only takes 7 hours to score a total of 70 marks. Now, guys, as you all know, CMA exams, there are totally 8 papers. We're writing both the groups. There are 8 papers, and the exams are conducted back to back. All 8 days back to back, the exams are conducted. So basically, on day 1, you will have paper 1, the first paper of the first group. On day 2, you will have the first paper of the second group, and so on. Right? So technically, if you are a student who is writing both the groups, then for you there is no exam leave between exams. If you are a person who's writing only one group, then between every exam you have 1 day of study leave. Now this 1 day before exam strategy, I have prepared it keeping in mind or assuming that you are appearing for both the groups and the exams are happening for you back to back. Are you clear with this, guys? So in case you're writing only one group, then you have double the time of what is being envisaged in this particular video. Now, guys, now you look at this. Let's say, right? So today you come out of your exam gets over at 5 p.m., right? So let's say you go home, and by the time you settle, it's around 7 p.m. So the day today, right now, let's say you have 7 p.m. and you can study up to, let's say, 11 p.m., right? So you have a total of how many hours? You have a total of 4 hours with you, 8, 9, 10, 11. And let's say the next day morning, right? So you get up at around 5:30 sorts, right? Because right now we are on exam time. So at least 6 hours of sleep definitely is required, right? And let's say you start preparing, you start studying again, or for your revision purpose, you sit at around 6 a.m. in the morning, right? And your exam is at 2 p.m. So at least let us say up to 12 noon you have the time. So 6 a.m. to 12 noon on the date of your exam, that's another 6 hours for you. You have a total of 10 hours. Now let me further remove 1 hour, right, for your lunch and other things also. Let me further remove 1 hour. Now let's say you have effectively 9 hours for the purpose of your preparation, for the purpose of your revision, assuming that you are appearing for both the groups. There is no study leave between 2 exams. Clear with this? This is the assumption that I have taken. You have a total of 9 effective hours. Now, what you need to do is, first, today, after you come out from your previous exam, right? Now, what you need to do, right? Maybe right around 7 p.m., you sit for your preparation. Start off with marginal costing. Take 1.5 hours. Take full 1.5 hours. It's okay. Start off with marginal costing, right? Then do standard costing. It only takes 1 hour. So standard costing 1 hour. In your paper 8, you have only material cost variance, labor cost variance. That's all, right? Technically speaking, this 1 hour is also, I think, the day before your exam. For revision, it will not even take 1 hour. It's just 2 types of variances that you have got. So if you have learned it conceptually, absolutely, it's just going to take around, in my guess, it's about half an hour to 45 minutes is all it takes to revise. If you've taken the notes and all properly, and if you've learned it conceptually, that's all it takes. Nevertheless, I've given 1 hour. Then budgeting chapter, anyways, it's very small. Still, I've given 1 hour. Now, you just see, till now, you would have spent about 3.5 hours, right? And the coverage is for 30 marks. The coverage is for 30 marks. Are you clear with this? Then next you spend 1 hour on cost bookkeeping. Another 10 mark is covered, right? 30 plus 10, 40 marks you've covered. So now, technically speaking, you can easily pass. At least the pass mark you have revised the day before exam, right? Then you take another half an hour for covering this cost accounting standards. It gives you 10 marks. Now, cost accounting standards, why only half an hour? See, clearly this is a theory chapter, and I've even told you what you need to do. Just you need to remember the standard number, the standard title, scope, objectives, one template I have given. That's about it. Nothing much, nothing conceptual and all. It's going to be a cakewalk for you to revise. Clear with this? Then half an hour for job costing, half an hour for batch costing. These two are very, very small chapters, and you can take 1 hour for contract costing. Another 20 marks is covered. So this way, if you add up, you would have covered a total of 70 marks by just effectively spending 7 hours the day before your exam. Clear with this? 70 marks by just spending 7 hours. Now, as per our conservative calculation, I even removed 1 hour from this 10 hours, right? Out of this 9 hours, you spend the first 7 hours, right? And get a coverage of 70 marks. The remaining 2 hours, the other chapters you can just quickly go through, and this way you can enter the exam hall with full confidence. You can enter the exam hall with full confidence, and trust me guys, you can crack the exam. Not just crack, you can aim for an exemption, if not more for that. Are you clear with this? Right? Now let me also tell you one very important thing. Many students, they want to say, how can I score more? Now don't think about directly scoring more, right? Always remember, first let us defend ourselves. Let us talk about scoring the first 40 marks. This way, if you see, the first 40 marks is taken care of. Then you look at the next 20 marks. Then what happens? So first 40 marks if you score, right, definitely you will not fail. Then the next 20 marks if you score, you need not touch this paper again in your lifetime. Now you will get tremendous level of confidence. Then you do the remaining part. You can easily crack. Whatever you get beyond this is going to be a bonus for you. Are you clear with this, guys? So please take this up as a very proper strategy, right? And please start practicing it right away. Now, one more thing I want to tell you, specifically to the students who have attended our regular lecture, my regular lecture. If you have attended, I want to tell you one very important thing. In our regular lectures, as you guys know, it was exclusively recorded for CMA only, CMA students, from based on whatever is the concepts involved in our CMA Institute study material. We have our handbook, from that we have done. Now we have covered a total of 210 numerical problems, right? And at the end, every single problem was solved. The entire CMA Institute study material was covered. And as and when we finished a particular problem, right, I asked you guys to write down this library of adjustment, which is nothing but whatever concept we learned in a particular sum, we actually noted it down separately. Yes. Now open that library of adjustment. It is handwritten by you. You guys wrote it in the last sheet of your notebook. I asked you to come from the back, right? Open it up at the time you are revising. Now you will see the magic unfolding, right? Whatever I told, the 7 hours, right? If you have attended our regular batch and that too properly taken all the notes and all the library of adjustment, it will only take you 4 to 5 hours. Trust me, guys. This is what the past students, your seniors, have told me. After taking all this running notes the day before the exam, they followed this and it has done wonders and magic for them, right? That is the power of note taking. Whatever I told you is now going to take 7 hours. This is generally, right, it can take about 7 hours. If you follow this along with the library of adjustments, which you have written it in your own handwriting in your last page of your notebook, which I dictated during our regular lectures, it is just going to take 4 to 5 hours. You will still have time, more time to cover the other chapters also, and you can sit tight. Are you clear with this, guys? Right now, finally, I want to tell one more thing. Generally, for all the students, now, guys, do not worry about your results today, right? Because the only thing that you have in control right now is this very moment, right? So just focus on the process. The results will automatically be taken care of. There is no point in, thinking about the day of your results at the time when you need to sit and prepare, because the thinking about your results will only put more pressure on you, which will stop you from actually preparing well for your exam. Are you clear with this? Have an open mind, right? Stay hydrated, drink plenty of water, eat healthy food, take care of your health, and focus fully on your exam with no pressure at the back of your mind. I am sure you guys will do wonders in your exam. Are you clear with this, guys? Right? So on that note, I'm signing off in this video. I will meet you all in CMA final. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. See you all in CMA final.